Hi everybody, Sensei Ross here. I'm just going to talk to you today about the formalities of our kata, the start and the finish. We've noticed of late that some people aren't getting it quite right, so this video is about the start and finish of the formalities of our kata. So all of our katas start the same, so we're always standing in hagadachi stance. So shoulder width stance, knees slightly bent, fists facing the ground, nice comfortable stance, just receiving the information. So that's how we start our kata, so hagadachi stance. When a kata starts, it formally starts when a sogadachi is called. So you'll hear shidoshi or the black belts say hagadachi, so that means we just get into that ready stance. As soon as the sogadachi is called, we come to feet together, hands together in front of our faces, then hands by our side. So that stance means our left foot comes up, our hands come together, knuckles touching, slightly chin height, and then nice attention stance. This. Okay, that's a sogadachi. So hagadachi, hosogadachi. The next instruction is yoi. So yoi is the yin and yang of the kata. So we've got the hard and the soft. The soft, when we start our yoi, is the right hand side. The hard of the yoi position is our left hand side. So we tense up on our left hand side, right hand side's nice and loose. As we step out and we transition from right hand to left hand, we're also transitioning our power, I suppose. So our left hand side becomes soft, our right side becomes tight and hard. So that's yoi. So we're going hagadachi, hosogadachi, yoi. The next part of the kata is where we transition into our fighting stance. Okay, so there's continuation of the yoi. So hagadachi, hosogadachi, yoi. We parry down with our hands and we come into a fighting stance. So that parrying down is basically what we're doing is if a strike's coming towards us, we're pushing it down, bring it away from our face and getting ready to retaliate. So that's the formal start of our kata. Every kata that we do, that's how we start. And then we're waiting for the instruction. So hagadachi, hosogadachi, yoi. And we're just waiting to see which kata we're going to do. So the black belt or shidoshi is going to call the kata. Could be first senior kata, could be fifth junior kata, but we're ready to go. If it's one of our soft katas, our fourth senior or our sixth senior, when that's called, we open our hands so we know we're going to do a soft kata. Otherwise, our fists are closed. So that's essentially the start of our kata. I'll be making another video for the close. Puss. Puss. Hi everybody, Sensei Ross back here again. The last video I did was about the formalities, the formal start to our katas. So obviously we've got a formal start to every kata and we've got a formal finish. So it's the same, doesn't matter which kata you're doing, it's the same formalities at the start as it is at the finish. So with the finish, it's basically the reverse of what we did at the start. So if you remember when we start a kata, we always start in that hagadachi stance. We go hosogadachi, hands together, hands by our sides, yoi. Got right hand over left, right hand side loose, left hand side nice and firm. We transition across, left hand comes up to the top, left hand side is loose, right hand side is firm. We go back into our fighting stance. So that's what I did on that last video. That was the formal start to every kata. The finish is very similar, but it's just in reverse. So what we do is when we finish a kata, we've done our last technique, and we could ki on that last technique. So in the first senior kata, that's where we finish. We always step back. doesn't matter which kata it is, we step back and we go back into that Haggadah stance. Now the formal finish starts with the yoi. So when we do yoi at the start, it's always right hand over left. It's the same at the finish, right hand over left. We transition with left hand over right. Bring our hands to our sides. Back into Hasagadach. Back to our sides. And we step out into Haggadah. The formal finish of that kata is when our hands come together, our knuckles come together. That's the formal finish. And then we're just back into that Haggadah stance, waiting for the next instruction, the next kata, whatever is coming at us. So, when we finish the kata, ki-ai, back into Haggadah, yoi, Hasagadach, back into Haggadah. And that's the finish of the kata. Yes.